Okay, so hi everyone. Good morning and good evening and welcome back in today's class. Hope you had a good weekend and now we are back on the track with a new topic of series of topic now I'll say. So target for this week is to be complete the uh, complete the topic called scripting. Okay, but for the scripting the main point and the important point is that you guys need to be understand that you guys need to be understand the JavaScript. If you are not aware about the JavaScript or you say Atul, I have no interest in scripting, that's fine, but it doesn't mean that you can skip the class. Okay, because maybe if you don't want to build your career in the development, then but you can work on the business analyst or the consultant format, then sometime we have to be interact with the developers and to understand their jargons, their words, their terms, so that I as a consultant cross check or I as a consultant cross question if something not look good to me. And this is one of the place, and I'm telling you this thing from my experience only, guys. This is the one of the place where you should participate. See, I have a lot of discussions with the people. Atul, I want to become a consultant. I want to become a functional consultant. I want to become a techno-functional consultant. Atul, please. Okay, but I'm not able to, or I'm not a technical guy. That's fine. That's not an issue. Even I'm not a technical guy. I'm not able to write a code. But if you start thinking in the technical direction, at least that will give you a boost and confidence that you can speak with the technical guys in the technical terms. If you ask me that how the BA line progress, I can say if you have a technical knowledge now, then it is easy for you to speak in the workshops as well. You can support and you can participate in the technical discussions. Now the question comes, Atul, what do you mean by the technical discussion? So whenever I gather the requirement and we have a development team with me, I participate in the technical discussion that what table, what business rule, what script, what workflow, what flow, what notification they or we have to be use it. This is what the technical discussion. I participate in the high level designings that how overall process. Let's say if I say, can someone tell me how a user journey or as an end user journey flow in the service now? पता ही नहीं है, because we never think on that direction. But these questions come from the customer. And here technical team will not work. Here you and me as a consultant will work. So we should know that what is the breakers, what is the firewall, what is the internet connection, what is the integration part, what is the field, what is the table. We should know these things. Okay, this is a motivation for everybody. Please, 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 if you don't like coding, please start working. And specifically for you, Akshar, Ujjwal, Pulkit, Garima, and Priyanka. There's a no choice for you guys. You are a fresher, and at point of time, to get a job as a fresher in ServiceNow is getting tough if you don't have a knowledge of the scripting. So please, please, please pull up your socks and start learning the scripting now. It's must for you guys. It's a survival for you. Okay, now let's start about the ServiceNow scripting part. Before I start, I want to show you something on my screen. Okay, so we are going to be pick up this book in the overall perspective, not 100% we'll go through this book. Also, one more thing, if you think that Atul scripting is tough, I give you my example. I spent almost 20 days, 10 to 15 to 20 days to read this 217-page book. And I created a series of the scripting now. I have told, I guess, total 9 or 10 videos in that series. That series is again completely from the functional part, which I know I try to add it, which I don't know I did not add in that scripting or in that videos. If I can do, definitely you can do, guys. I have full faith for everybody. I introduced this topic intentionally in my training because I got a feedback from one of the fresher. He says, sir, your training is good, but I'm not getting job because in the training, if someone asks, do you know scripting? I said no. Could you please add this topic in your agenda so that upcoming batches should not face this issue? By next 2 or 3 days, it doesn't mean that you will get a complete scripting knowledge. No, but you will get the basics of ServiceNow scripting. And I'm telling you now, this tool ServiceNow is going in a format where it's a low code. Means less code you have to be right, very less code you have to be right. So if you can put little effort now, it become easy for you. And again, I'm pointing these guys specifically: Akshat, Ujjwal, Pulkit, Garima and Priyanka. There's no choice for you guys. Now, Neha, Ravish or Shabrish, if you think that you are in your experience between 5, 6, 7 years experience, I'll still say go ahead and learn scripting. Okay. Now the first point which is showing in this particular topic is called configuration versus customization. Okay. This point is mainly I pick up from the what I can say consultant perspective. Okay. One more thing. Maybe if you pick up my previous batch video, or if you pick up the scripting video series video, the content which we're going to discuss here and the content you get in that videos will be 100% different, guys, because that is too detailed. Because I know there's a lot of people who are watching that, and in this batch I know that who is listening and want to be going that part. So I'm not skipping, and I'm not going to skip anything. We will discuss in depth. Now the question comes, what is customization and what is configuration? Because nowadays ServiceNow not recommend for the customization. Multiple reasons. First of all, let's understand what is configuration. I purchase a house, or let's say Ujjwal purchase a new house, and he want that in the house he want to settle down his bed. It's a good king size bed. He want to settle down his wardrobe. So he makes some adjustment and he put the wardrobe and the bed in a right position. That is called the configuration. You bring your stuff and add it, it's become a configuration. Now, what is customization? Ujjwal purchased a house from me, and he's married guy. He has 2 kids. Parents are with him. He says, yeah, 2-bedroom is fine, but I need a customization because I have 2 kids and they need to be adjusted in 1 room. So he's starting some renovation that part, and at last he changed the structure of the complete house. That is called the customization. Whenever I say that it is out of the box, OOTB, it means this is given by ServiceNow to us. But if something which is not given by to ServiceNow to us and I am or we are creating, it's a pure called customization. It's a pure customization. Customization is something to get the business requirement fulfilled. You build a new application, you build a new logic, or you build some kind of a new component. That is called the customization here. Now the question comes, Atul, how this is important or how this is be consulted with the consulting part? Because if Ujjwal purchase a house from me and he need to do renovation, it means he need to get a lot of approvals as well. Like when I was shifted in UK, it is not like that you start renovation your house and done like we done in the India. No, in UK specifically, few of my friends who they have their own flat, they say that if they want to make any modification in the house, they have to take approval from the councils. Some 2 point or 3 point or 2 meter, 3 meter they can do, but after that they have to take approval from the councils. Then council will come, they will check, they will approve, and then you go ahead with the same. It means if you do the customization, then the chances can be you need to take approval from the multiple parameters, and also it is going to be costlier for you. But you already purchased a flat of 50 lakh, 60 lakh. Now, if you want to customize this, you are spending another 10, 15 lakhs on the top of that. Then it's a costly for you, right? And then maintenance will become again important here. After 2 years, 3 years, you want to maintain it. You have to put another money on that part because you constructed the house as per your wish. It's a fully customized. OK. Whenever my customer asks me, Atul, I want this thing in service now. First, I try to identify the alternatives. That is number one point. And these are the skill set of a business analyst. I have a lot of people in my contact who are very good in the business analyst part, but they're lacking in the ServiceNow area and they're stuck at point of time. Atul, my customer is saying this thing. Atul, my customer is saying this thing. Atul, my customer is saying this thing because they don't have a tooling experience. So if you have a ServiceNow experience, that is I never say, guys, that I'm the best one. I always say that more you explore, more you get. It is a tool, nothing else. If you want to see that how deep sea is, you have to go down, 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 down. Only then you're able to find out that how deep a sea is. This is what the ServiceNow here. Last week ServiceNow released Utah version. People are still getting in deeping. Okay, what is new in ServiceNow? What is new in ServiceNow? What is new in ServiceNow? Even I'm trying to get that part because it's a tool. It's my bread butter. For you, it's your bread and butter, guys. Now you cannot by seeing or by going through this training. It doesn't mean you will get a job. It will just give you a base. On the base, you have to build your career. OK, so now this question, configuration and customization part specifically. So now when my customer says, Atul, I need this thing, number one, I have to find out the alternative. What are the alternative that I can give a customer before I go for the customization? That is the number one point. Second point, I will say that first point should be like, I will ask the question, what is the business need that you want to go for this particular requirement? Let's say Ujjwal says, Atul, I want to go to the moon. OK, I don't have a rocket with me, but yes, I can send you. But I'll ask, OK, tell me why you want to go to the moon. Is it any business need? What is the loss you're getting if you did not go there? So whenever we go for the customization, we think about the mainly 2 or 3 parameters. Number one, I'll go for the customization if that is legally or compliance perspective. I'm sure that everybody who is in this call, they know that when this Brexit has been happened, that Europe and other countries, this Brexit has been happened. Now they have a policy that you cannot work or you cannot access the client data from your country. You have to go some VPN and all of things. GDPR concept has been come into the picture. What is that? That is legal foundation. So this is what if a business customer or the customer say, no, Atul, this is legally required. Then I have to go for the customization. First, try to identify, then I have to find out the alternative first. If no alternative, then I will see, OK, let's go for the customization. But before I go for the customization, I have to check the costing as well. And how big this customization. OK, making a full module, making a table, creating a table, or adding a new form, or adding a new field. These things decide the complexity of a customization. It is a combination. Give me 1 minute. I'll check one deck. I'll show you the screen on the screen. Give me a minute. I'll just stop sharing and go here. I created a video on that actually earlier. The reason I remember. Let me see. Not in this one. Pick up this. Not this one. To recording. And you will get this on my videos as well. That's fine. But just to be show you, I'm putting it here. Okay. Yep. So this is what we are speaking. We have to see that customization. It is mandatory, number 5. And these are the deck which I get from the internet very easily. So you can download these things easily on the internet and you can go it. No problem in that part. Okay. So we have to be see that is it mandatory? Mandatory means it is regulatory or the compliance purpose. Then yes, critical, must have, but not a compliance. Medium. I can achieve my business value, but there are some workaround as well available for the same. And 2 and 1 just for the regular part. Nothing much. Mainly I go for the customization if it is P5, sorry, 5 or 4. Only in these 2 cases I go for the customization. But again, I'm saying before I customize, I have to be check my, sorry, this is my customization 1, and this is what I scale it. How the complex means, let's say high. I need to build a complete custom integration. Nothing is given by service now on that part. I have to build my API. I have to build my business tool. I have to build my form. I have to build my table, everything. This is the high complex. Change the baseline of the business tool. I'm changing the behavior of the business tools. This is a again high. Medium to high. I'm creating a new application in a global. I'm creating a new application in the scoped. So after this, if I get this and this, then become the priority matrix for me. Then I decide that should I go, let's say Ujjwal want to purchase a house and Ujjwal has his own house as well. Now, before Ujjwal purchase a new house, he will verify that do I need the new house because of a lot of member in my house. My family is growing. My parents are with me. My grandparents are with me. Or shall I renovate my current house and use it? Maybe the renovation cost is 60 lakh, but a new house can be done in the 40 lakh as well. So this is the thing which a business analyst or the consultant need to be take care. There's a lot of time. I was in workshop in last week with my customer and he says we need a new field on the form. I said okay, that's fine, but it's a customization. As soon as I say it's a customization, he withdraw his requirement. No. Customization means it's a costing, it's a money. Sorry, I don't have that much. I want to go for the out of the box because they know customization means I need to be put extra efforts. I need to be set my developers to do on that particular work on that particular thing. So they withdraw their requirement immediately and they say, Atul, can you provide me some kind of alternative on that part? I suggested we can achieve something via workflows. That's fine. They agree on that part. This is what as a consultant you have to do, and you can do you can do these things only when you have a knowledge of the tool in and out. I guess Neha told that she's using iPhone, right? Now Neha know that how quick iPhone she can use. Atul, if you want to record something, click on this button. If you want to call something, click on this button. If you want to put some different way of photographs, you can do this thing. Because she know the tool now, she know the device now. And people like me who never use iPhone in a life till date. If you give me, I said, no, it's not. I don't know about the Android, this thing, camera setting completely. Forget about the iPhone. So more you explore, more you learn. That is more important for everybody here, for everybody. Okay, so this is what we have a configuration, the customization. Now the question comes, Atul, what is the configuration in ServiceNow and what is the customization in ServiceNow? If I speak truly, writing a single line of script is also a customization. Email configuration, email, SLA are the configurations, not the customizations, guys, because you're just putting your data and using as it is. But if you think that you want to write even the single line of code, it is a customization as per the ServiceNow world. But generally, it depends from customer to customer, company to company in which you are working. For a few of the companies where I work with the developer, writing a small client script or kind of a little bit of the business rule they did not consider as a customization. For them, customization means creating a new button, creating a, I can say, a form or a field. This is a customization. So it's depend. But if you are a hardcore developer, then I know if I say, oh, okay, can you write a code? Can you make a program to add two numbers? Ujjwal says, oh, sir, 2 minutes. He writes some codes. It's ready. But can we achieve those things without scripting as well? This is what the alternatives come. This is what you now it is the job of the developer, not the consultant. I need this thing to be done. I need this requirement should be achieved. Now, how Ashish, Pulkit, or sorry, Pulkit, Garima, Priyanka, anybody is achieving that doesn't matter to me. For me, it should be done. That's all. That is the main matter. So now this is what we have to be discussed. When to script. Let me take you on that particular part. This one. So now in ServiceNow, there's a term called UI policy, user interface policy. It is be used to make any field mandatory. And same thing I can do via scripting as well. Now Ujjwal is happy. Oh, I am a coder, yeah, I can do it. But if you are doing a coding to write or to if you're writing a code to make a field mandatory, I am against you because you are not using the out of the box functionality given by ServiceNow. Like if you already have alarm app in your phone, which is given by the phone company by default, then why you want to install your new alarm app in the system? You are customizing it. You're not using the functionality as it is. This is what we have. A human being has a problem. No, I should have this thing. I should have this thing. I should have this thing. I have a lot of practice. If I download some app and my work done, I uninstall quickly. I don't keep because I know it's taking unnecessary my memory, my internet, and all the data as well. Let's uninstall that part. If I cannot do this part from the out of the box. So now it is important that by use case to use case, you have to decide that you should write a script or not. Developer for developer, they say, oh, I can do anything. Scripting, I can do anything. I have a friend from my MCA who are so much good in the coding who write the Sudoku, right? Sudoku that came 1, 2, 3, 4 wala boxes. Wala. They write the code of in the C and C++ in first and second semester. Or even I cannot write the code of the deleting a number. So ServiceNow says that please make sure if you're a developer, don't overutilize your skills for unnecessary things where it is not required. So make sure you know that when to code and when not to code. So they're saying try to avoid scripting whenever possible. Configuring an instance instead of has many benefits that make instance easier to maintain. Again, maybe these things you're not able to understand immediately. क्योंकि हमने भी IT में इतना काम नहीं किया, हमें पता नहीं कैसे clients काम करते हैं. So like I give an example. So one of my friends, he's a very good friend of mine. He upgraded his instance in the Utah version. He was in Tokyo and he done in the Utah. Okay. After upgrade, he's not able to use this option. Let me show you. I said, maybe you try to reset the instance and refresh it. He said, I done. But he said, I don't want to be good to reset. I said, why? He said, because it contains a lot of customization. Then I said, this is one of the reason that don't unnecessarily do the customization. Don't. Okay. I know that I'm my voice is something in silly format, but it is a recommendation. If you start learning this, you'll be good. And this book is a Bible, guys. I can say it is very, very, very wonderful book. Well written, even though old book, well written and well maintained and well sequenced book. Very well. You can get it. I guess it is easily available on the Google as well. Okay. Now let's come on the main fund of ServiceNow. So ServiceNow provide me two type of scripting. One is called the client side and one is called the server side. Okay, before that, anybody has any question? Anybody? Pulkesh, Abresh, Neha, Akshad, Ravish. Okay, good. ServiceNow provide, it's a two type of scripting, client side and the server side. Now these are the interview question and specifically for the freshers and specifically if you are applying for the developer position. Okay. Client side scripting is something which execute on this browser itself. जो database में नहीं जाता, that don't go in database in the background. Means जाता है but not immediately. All the kind of calculations, functionality run in the browser itself, and then the final value go in the background. This is what called the client side scripting.